Hey everyone, my name is Justin Morris and I'm back at you with another tutorial reveal on Calen Morelli's Quantum. And this is a fantastic effect where you take a Sharpie marker, you push it through a card, it slides around on the card, and then he pulls it out on a different spot on the card. It looks beautiful. It's a fantastic trick. I'm going to show you how it's done. If you want to pick this up, and I highly recommend you pick it up at Theory11.com. It's absolutely awesome. So here's how it works. To do Quantum, you're going to need to have one of these. Now the secret's actually, the principle of why this works has actually been in full view the entire time. Notice the Joker is facing the same direction. They should be opposite ways, but it's because your brain actually fills in the gaps. Your brain makes sense of something that maybe doesn't necessarily make sense before. And that's because I've cut out this disc, the circle here. Now if you're going to do this, if you notice on a playing card, there are two lines. There's a thick white line, and then there's a thin white line. And you're going to cut in between those two lines on the dark line to get yourself this here. You're going to pop that out. Next, you're going to need some double stick tape, and you're going to take just a couple of pieces. You're going to take one bigger piece, and then you're going to take a smaller piece, and then you're going to need a ring. Now, this trick comes with a ring if you don't have one already, but you just put a piece of double stick tape on there. But any ring will work. They say that it doesn't matter what your ring looks like, thick or thin, big or small. And so I happen to have a ring like this. And then you're going to put a piece of tape on the back as well, just like so. Then you're going to tape this disc to your ring, just slightly higher, not centered on your ring, so that your fingers can curl around it natural. Now this is fantastic. If you're doing walk around and you're doing some other tricks with a deck and stuff, your hands are completely free. That's not going to fall off. It looks super fantastic. It's awesome. So when you're ready to do this, you're going to, of course, control this card to the top of your deck, and you're going to pull it out. Now there's a couple ways you can hold this, and the first way is this. If you hold it in palm position, and you want that disc behind the hole. Now you might think, oh, Justin, that looks so obvious. It looks so bad because people are going to see that. But the only reason you're thinking that is because you're thinking like a magician. A layperson is never going to see that because our brains fill in the gaps, and we don't ever notice that. And so if you're holding it like this, or you can hold it flat in your hand, as long as that is over top of the disc, then it just looks like a totally, completely normal card. And you're ready to go. Now, grab yourself a Sharpie marker, have the card in position, and what's going to happen is you're going to feel around the card, and when you're ready, you're going to push down through this hole. The card is going to shift a little bit, and the pen is going to go through the hole, but between your fingers here. So it's going to be one smooth motion, and you can use the edge of the pen to push the card over and down through. So it just looks really smooth, boom, through the card. And it looks really good. Now the next step is sliding the pen around through the card. But what happens is because this hole is so big, you have quite a range of motion here, and it's actually fairly deceptive. Makes it look like you're putting that pen through almost the whole card. Moving it around, sliding it around like this. Then, to move it to the back of the card, to be able to take it out from the back of the card. Oh, I should also note here that these three fingers are going to cover this hole the whole time. So after you come down, these three fingers are going to cover that hole so they can't see the hole. Otherwise, they would know what you're doing. So you're going to slide it down through like this. These fingers are going to cover. Then your thumb and forefinger are going to pinch the back of the card, the corner of the card, and the marker is going to pull out. And you're going to swivel this card so the hole moves to the bottom. So you're going to pull out and swivel in one smooth motion. And all that's done under the motion of sliding this around like this. You're then, as you're sliding this around, keeping this covered, you're going to slide this around, and these fingers cover that whole time, so it's absolutely invisible what you're doing. Swivel around to the back, reposition your hand, move it around some more, and when you're ready, you pull that out. And when you pull it out, you don't want to stay like this because they'll see fingers through there. And if they see fingers through there, then it's super obvious there's a hole there. So you don't want that. You don't want it to be super obvious. So you need to position this card so the disc is behind. Now it doesn't matter the angel doesn't line up because remember you didn't notice at the beginning either. Neither will they. So this comes down like this. You pull this out, and as long as that's lined up, you are in the clear. Now you can't move from here. You can't put this card down or show that to them at all. So you just kind of have to hold this like this. No problem. Just reach down. You pick up your deck of cards, put it in your hand, and then you can bring your hand down and you are good to go. And that, my friends, is how you do Calen Morelli's Quantum. Thanks, guys.